What is up, guys? Phaedo82 coming at you with a weekly Rust update video. Sorry it's a little bit late. I was out of town for work this week, so I'm just getting back and getting caught up now, but we're going to go ahead and get right into it. What you're taking a look at right now is a windmill that will soon be added into the game. The view model is in there and admins can spawn it in. It has no functionality yet, but it will be used to generate electricity, so very exciting things to come. Stay tuned. What you will most likely be using this wipe cycle are two perimeter walls that have been added into the game. There's a stone wall and there's a wood wall. The big differences here are that the wood wall has barbed wire on the top, which makes it much more difficult to get up over. With both walls, you can place ladders on them, even in building blocked areas, so it's something that you want to be mindful of. The stone wall is very easy to get up over. One ladder will do it for you. You'll be up over that wall in no time. The wood wall, however, is a different beast entirely, mainly due to that barbed wire at the top. If you try to get up over a wood wall with a ladder, you're going to hit that barbed wire and start taking damage and bleeding out. The stone wall has a bit of a ledge to it, which gives players a lot of footing on that piece as well. So be aware of that, because if a player gets footing on that, they can actually vault or jump to different parts of your base that you might not want them in. When you're placing the walls, they snap together. The building is very intuitive, very snappy, and I really like the way that it's done here. You can use the individual wall pieces to build them in different shapes. You can make squares, triangles, circles, really whatever you're thinking of doing. You can integrate the stone walls with the wood walls, so they will snap together and snap in place, and that's something that you want to be aware of. In terms of the cost of these walls, the wood wall is going to run you 500 wood and the stone wall 500 stone. They both offer protection, with the wood wall taking 2 C4 charges to get through. And the stone wall is a little bit different of a beast. It's a bit of a more of a C4 and rocket sponge. We actually threw 5 C4 charges at the stone wall and it didn't make it through it. The wood wall has a value of 750 and the stone wall 1500, but from initial tests the stone wall seemed to be much more of a sponge and took a lot of C4 to get through. So keep that in mind. I believe with these balls, there's a bit of a tactical application to them as well. They're sort of like the old barricades in Legacy. You can snap them down quickly on the move, so I can see them being used in a way for players to advance on their positions. When they're in a firefight, they can snap down a wall, shoot from it, have a position where they're more defended, and keep pushing forward towards the location they're going to. So these may have a bit of a tactical advantage to them when players are trying to set up a fortification quickly on the move or advance on an enemy position. Not quite sure how this will play out in the wild, but it'll be interesting to see. And a blueprint view model has been added into the game. We can finally see when players are actually building a structure, and it's been a much needed addition to the game. They're no longer holding that strange 2x4. You're going to notice here that in this location, this Radtown, I'm not taking any radiation damage. Don't get nervous, it's not a glitch, and it's only temporary. As of right now, the radiation mechanics are being reworked in the game, and for the next week, you're going to be radiation free, so hit up those Radtowns and be very careful, they're going to be a bit of a hot zone. Taking a look at high quality metal, there's been some changes to that as well. It's much less common in this iteration of Rust. So going forward, to get that high quality metal, to make your bases armored, to get the high-end items like the bolt actions and the armor, you're going to need to get the high quality metal. It's going to be more likely to be found in the Arctic biome. In fact, it's almost only found in the Arctic biome. So you're going to need to go out there to get the level of high quality metal you're going to need to really thrive and survive in Rust. With that being said, the oil has changed a little bit as well, and it's more commonly found in the desert biome. So the high quality metal is going to be more common in the winter biome with a small chance in the temperate biome, and the oil is going to be most prevalent in the desert biome. The Steam Workshop has been fully integrated into this iteration of Rust, and this is something that's being used actively by the community. So go on there and vote for shirts that you like. We're going to go ahead and give an up-like to one of our favorite YouTubers and content collaborators, Shadowfrax here. He's got a cool design here with his horse head, his iconic horse image. We'll go ahead and like that. So make sure to go ahead and show your support for those people who are creating content for Rust and trying to make the community a better place. So guys, moving forward, there's going to be a lot of changes next week. The next iteration of the procedurally generated terrain is going to be out. The monuments are going to be forever changed. In particular, that sphere or Death Star water tank, whatever you want to call it, is going to be radically changed forever. Can't wait to try that out. As always, we'll keep you tuned as we're aware of the updates. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this quick update video. Sorry again that it was a little bit late, but I really enjoyed making it. Phaedo82, peace.